Not one bit. On the ground, you're gonna get bit. Come to me, man.
Do not let them, don't release the dog. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Don't. Do not. Get the dog off of him. Get the dog off of him.
Get the dog. Get out the dog. Let the cab. Let the cab. Get the cab. Quit racing.
Get the dog off.
Get your dog. Get it out. Get it out. Please.
I got squad.
Yeah.
You'll get a call now. It's more for the suspect. Our units are clearing the vehicle now.
Put your hand back. Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Get the first aid. What? Yes, clear that. You got a first aid kit going up there now?
Yep, he's bringing it to me. I'm putting it on.
Wait. You just pull back out.
39. Major 39.
Do not let them, don't release the dog. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Don't. Do not. Get the dog off of him. Get the dog off of him.
Get the dog. Get out the dog.
What's the cab? What's the cab? Go cab.
Our units are clearing the vehicle now.
You just let a dog bite me.
All you had to do was come to me.
I was coming, all the guns pointing at me. How you do this thing to respect you? You got a gun pointing at me. It's like 20 of y'all.
All you had to do was stop, brother.
I did stop.
And I'm Wendy Ryan. Thank you for joining us. And before we get to that pursuit, we're learning more about a chase and crash that tied up traffic for hours on I-75 near Fletcher Avenue.
And we're also hearing from a man who was just feet away from that crash, which sent 2 state troopers to the hospital. Our Chad Mills also found out why that chase started in the first place.
A man who witnessed the crash says it's a miracle that no one, including the troopers who were involved, was killed.
Yo, this is wild, bruh. This shit just happened right in front of me, dog.
James Anderson has seen some crazy stuff on his commute, but never anything like this.
Because it looked like, it's a chase, and then all of a sudden, the trooper's upside down. It's just within 5 seconds.
He witnessed the end of a chase that ended in a crash between 2 Florida Highway Patrol troopers.
Sorry for my commentary, but damn, I'm tripping right now, man.
Troopers say they tried to pull over the driver of this BMW SUV, Wilfredo Diaz, for a suspended license and for tailgating another driver on I-4 near Plant City. But they say he sped off, eventually leading them up I-75 toward Fletcher Avenue, where Anderson was driving home from work.
So I was in the fast lane, and when I looked at my mirror, I seen nothing but dust, and I just didn't understand it.
According to Anderson and FHP, the suspect drove into the median to escape FHP, but got stuck and was captured. But 2 of the troopers tailing him accidentally collided, flipping one of the squad cars upside down.
It was crazy scene because I have family in law enforcement too.
Remarkably, FHP says the 2 troopers were sent to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Their K-9 suffered just minor injuries too.
The dog was in there, bro, and it flipped.
As for the suspect, Diaz, FHP says he's now in the Hillsborough County Jail, and Anderson thinks he should pay for his actions.
I can't even fathom what he should get, because he could have killed a bunch of people.
FHP says Diaz was also charged for 1 kilo of cocaine, found in the car. In Tampa, Chad Mills, ABC Action News.
An investigation is underway tonight after video shows an Ohio police dog attacking an unarmed black man who was on his knees with his hands up. The officer body cam video is from July 4th, but it's only now coming to light after public records requests from the media. We do have a word of caution, though. The video is disturbing. Here's crime and justice correspondent Lydia Sparra.
It all started when the Ohio State Highway Patrol tried to stop this semi for a missing left rear mud flap. Police say the truck driver, 23-year-old Jadarrius Rose, stopped once, then took off again. Stop sticks were used twice before the semi stopped on Route 23 in Circleville, south of Columbus. Listen as Circleville police instruct Rose what to do.
Come to me! You don't want bit!
They repeat the order.
On the ground, you're gonna get bit.
A police K-9 was on the scene with Circleville police who were assisting. Then you hear the trooper warning.
Don't release the dog.
You can see Rose with his hands in the air as the trooper says again.
Do not release the dog with his hands up.
And again and again.
Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up.
The dog is released, runs past Rose. Then you see the officer command the dog to attack as Rose on his knees with his hands in the air.
Get the dog off of him!
The police dog then mauls Rose. Judy Hill is with the Akron NAACP. She admits Rose didn't stop at first, but
that same individual that they were pulling over, the African-American male that was driving the truck, called 911 because he feared for his life.
You can hear Rose as the dog continues his attack, and the troopers beg for the handler to stop the dog. The scene's so disturbing, even the patrol officer covers her face. Hill says no black man, let alone anyone, should have to go through this.
I don't understand where we're going in America, where we're going in Ohio, and shame on the Circleville police. Shame on them. You would not treat anyone else that way, and it's very disturbing.
Indeed, tough to watch. The troopers did administer first aid to Rose, and he was taken to the hospital. On the tape, you hear a trooper towards the very end say, "Was I not loud enough?" as he ordered Circleville police not to release the dog. Now, we reached out to Circleville police and the Ohio State Highway Patrol, and we did not receive a response from them this evening. Lena?
Wow, very upsetting stuff, Lydia. I'm sure there will be more to follow. We will keep tracking it. Thanks so much.